Hello, yogis. Cassidy with Marina Bay Yoga here. And today we have an amazing balancing flow practice. So I'll be incorporating different balancing poses within our flow. We're going to take it nice and easy. So it's going to be a slower flow, really staying with our breath, really staying grounded as we move into some balancing poses. All right, I'll go ahead and meet you on your mat when you're ready. We're going to get started in a simple seat. You can crisscross the legs and let your sits bones come all the way down to the ground. Go ahead and bring your hands to your knees and just start to settle in. If you were hoping to turn on some music or light a candle, now is a great time to do it. And then go ahead and join us when you're ready, finding some stillness on your yoga mat and letting your body just start to engage with this present moment. Maybe finding your breath or setting an intention, something to help you become present right here, right now. On your next inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. Palms come together, look towards your thumbs, and exhale, start to fold over those crisscrossed legs, reaching for the ground in front of you. Allow your chin to come to your chest and let your neck, the back of your neck, open up. Drawing that space along from the bottom of your back, from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head, lengthening the spine, lengthening the space between the tailbone and the top of the head. Find a little rock left and right, a little bit of movement through the low back, through the hips. And then begin to walk the hands back up towards your legs. We're going to do a few deep stretches before we get started. So we're going to take this right foot forward just a little bit so that it's parallel to the front of the yoga mat. And then your left foot is going to stay as close to you as possible, right up as close as possible into that groin area, the right thigh. And on your next inhale, go ahead and reach the arms up overhead. And keeping your sits bones on the ground, start to dive forward, bringing the hands down onto the mat. Walk the hands forward and allow the head to start to hang heavy over that right shin, that right thigh. Again, finding a little rock left and right. And go ahead and walk the hands back up, and we're going to switch the leg position. So left leg comes in front, right foot comes back. We're going to make that left leg parallel to the front of the mat. Go ahead and find your sits bones. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, start to fold forward over that left leg. Noticing any differences on this side. Finding a little sway left and right, and then allowing the body to settle in. Start to walk the hands all the way back up, and we're going to send those legs all the way back behind you, coming onto hands and knees. Let's take a few cat-cows here. Inhale, look up, belly comes down, arch the back. And exhale, head comes down, round out your spine. Hands are pressed into the earth just below your shoulders. Knees are pressed into the earth just below your hips. And allow the bodies to start moving fluidly. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Exhale, head comes down, round out the spine. Inhale, look up, arch the back. Exhale, head comes down, round out the spine. Moving with your breath, draw all of that air in and let all of the air out. One more here, inhale it up and exhale, round it out. Go ahead and come back through center, and we're going to begin some balance with our core, really engaging through the core here. So we're going to keep that right knee planted, left hand planted, and we're going to take the left leg all the way back behind us. Go ahead and point and flex your toes, roll the ankle. Find a spot in front of you, just past your nose, finding your drishti, your point of gaze, and then go ahead and bend that left knee, bringing your left foot towards your glute. And we're gonna start to find our balance. Bring your right hand back towards that left foot. Maybe it reaches, maybe you want to add a strap here, or maybe you just reach for the foot and you don't quite touch it, and that's okay today too. Taking hold of the left foot wherever it feels good, or maybe even the ankle, and start to draw the foot up a little higher. Taking one more breath here, engaging through the core, and go ahead and release that left knee down. Right hand can come down. Take a little wiggle left and right, and go ahead and take your right leg back this time. Point and flex your toes, roll your ankle, and we're gonna bend that right knee. Right foot comes towards your glute. Now you can stay here, or you can start to bring that left hand back towards your right foot. Maybe taking hold of it, maybe using a strap, and start to draw that right foot up just a little bit more. Good, yogis. One more deep inhale. One more deep exhale. And slowly release the left hand down, release the right knee down. Let your hips shake left and right. Press your palms into the earth. Go ahead and tuck your toes and send your hips all the way up to your down dog. Begin to pedal out the heels. One heel comes down and then the other. Tilting the tailbone up, drawing the belly towards the thighs. Deepen that stretch just a little bit. And then go ahead and look towards your hands and tiptoe your feet forward, coming into a forward fold. Reach for opposite elbows, bend the knees just a little bit and find a little sway left and right. Release the hands down, hands come to your shins, straight in the back. Lift up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, stand all the way up, sweep the arms up and overhead, bend the elbows, open the heart, find a gentle back bend. Inhale up straight, and exhale, dive forward. Hands come down to the ground, step back to your plank. Elbows stay tight to your side, lower all the way down through your push-up and into cobra. Start to straighten the arms as much as it feels good and find a little rock left and right. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Notice how your down dog feels on the second one, being really mindful of the body. We're gonna look towards the hands and go ahead and step or jump forward, forward fold. Hands come to your shins, straight in the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, palms come together overhead, bend the elbows, open the heart, gentle back bend. Inhale, reach up straight, and exhale, dive forward. Hands come down to the ground, step or jump back to your plank, lower down through your push-up and up to cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Feet come together. We're gonna take the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling and go ahead and step that right foot all the way through. Back heel comes down, rise up to warrior one. Hips square towards the front. Arms reach all the way up. Good, yogi. Strong back leg here. And we're going to take flight onto this right foot, coming into warrior three. Palms are going to come together at heart center. Start to balance on this right foot as you press off the left foot, finding your gaze, your drishti, and start to balance on that right leg. See if you can make your body straight, parallel with the floor. And then we're going to go ahead and bring the hands down to the ground and send the left leg up. Good. Coming into our standing splits. Now, if you want to turn this into a balancing pose, all you need to do is walk those hands over towards your right ankle, taking hold of the right ankle, bringing your hands off the ground. Hands come back down to the ground, and we're going to send that left foot all the way back. And we're actually going to go into a side lunge. So you can walk your hands over to that left side, hips come down towards the ground, right toes point up, left heel is down if possible, palms come together, finding your balance here. Nice long spine. Good, palms come down to the ground. Walk it to center so that you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Toes can point out to the side just a little bit, tilt the tailbone up, and find a little rock left and right. We're gonna walk those hands all the way over to the left foot, turn the left toes towards the back of the mat, and go ahead and step that left foot back, coming into your plank. Good, lower down through your push-up and up to cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Let's take the left foot up this time. Left leg rises. Step your left foot all the way through. Come up to warrior one. Strong back leg. Back heel is planted. And go ahead and bring the palms together at heart center. Find your drishti or your point of gaze. And we're going to step into that left foot, coming off the right foot. I'm going to have to walk back a little bit or I'm going to poke my fig tree. All right, when you're ready, press into that left foot. Right leg rises, finding your balance. Good, parallel to the ground. Right toes can point down or point, but you want to have your hips squared to the ground. Good, yogis. Hands come down to the ground, right leg rises, standing split. To turn this into a balancing pose, go ahead and walk those hands over towards your right ankle. Take hold of the right ankle, bringing your hands off the ground. Good, yogis. Stay with your breath. Hands come down, right foot steps all the way back. Walk your hands over towards your right hip, bend your right knee, take that left leg straight, side lunge. Good job. Keep that back nice and tall. Good, hands come down to the ground, walk your hands back to center, wide-legged forward fold. Move the hips left and right just a little bit, finding that opening through the hamstrings, through the calves. And go ahead and walk the hands back over to that right foot. Step your right foot back, move through your push-up and all the way up to cobra. Tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Take the right leg all the way up towards the ceiling and step the right foot through, warrior one. We're going through that flow one more time. Palms come together, press up, warrior three. Finding your balance on your right foot. Hands come down to the ground, left leg rises. We're gonna add in a little curtsy squat here. You're gonna draw the left knee to the right, squat down and send it up. Now you can do your curtsy squats with your hands around that right ankle if you want, deepening this balancing pose with your curtsy squats. Yogi's choice. Good. And after that third curtsy squat, we're gonna bring the hands back down to the ground if they're not already. And we're gonna rise all the way up. Standing back up on that right foot, finding your balance. Palms come together at heart center. Left leg comes in front. Gorgeous. Go ahead and cross that left foot over the right leg, coming into a figure 4, and bend the right knee, coming into a figure 4 chair pose. Good, yogis. Keeping your gaze, keeping your balance here. If you want to find a little bit of an edge, you can come up onto your toes. I don't know if that's going to happen for me today. Good. And then we're going to exhale, hands come down to the ground, straighten that right leg. You can always bring the blocks to the ground here to deepen this stretch and to bring the floor closer to you. Good. On your next exhale, go ahead and step that left foot next to your right, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, straighten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, palms come together overhead. Exhale to heart center. Inhale, reach the arms up, and exhale, fold forward. Hands come down to the ground, step or jump back to your plank. Move through your push-up, high to low, and up to cobra. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Take the left leg up. We're gonna do that flow with the extension on this side. Step your left foot all the way through, rise up to warrior 1. Palms come together at heart center and start to balance on your left foot. Good, yogis. Hands come all the way down, standing split. Yogi's choice, you can take your 3 curtsy squats with your hands on the ground or hands on your ankle. You choose and start to move with your breath, bending that right knee to the left knee 3 times. Palms come together and start to rise up on that left foot. It's okay if you fall. I just did. Good. We're gonna bring that right knee all the way forward. Good, yogis. And then we're gonna take that right foot and cross it over the left leg and go ahead and bend the left knee coming into your figure 4 chair pose. If you'd like to try coming up onto your toes here, feel free to. You might notice we're getting a very similar stretch to that side lunge. We're just getting it here in chair pose. One more deep breath. And exhale, fold forward. Hands come down to the ground or to blocks, deepening that stretch through the left leg. One more deep inhale. And on your exhale, bring the right foot down to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, straighten the back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up, palms together, up overhead. And exhale, palms together at heart center. Go ahead and make your way all the way down to your mat. We're gonna come to hands and knees. And we're gonna go into a pigeon pose. So your right knee is gonna come to your right wrist. Right foot comes to your left hand, and we're gonna take that left leg really long and straight behind you. Go ahead and walk the hands back, lifting the chest, lifting the heart. And on your next exhale, go ahead and come onto your elbows, or maybe even reach your arms straight out, coming onto your heart, your chest, laying all the way down. You may notice that our balancing poses today required a lot of our hips, of our legs. So we're gonna give them a nice big stretch to say thank you. So you can find a little rock left and right here. You may notice that there's a little movement that deepens the stretch. See if you can kind of work that space for yourself. Just getting to know your body, getting to know what feels good. And then go ahead and walk your hands up. We're gonna send that right foot back to meet the left. And we're gonna go ahead and take the left leg forward into our pigeon pose. Left knee to left hand, left foot to right hand, and start to walk the hands back, lifting up through the chest, lifting up through the heart. Good, yogis. And when you're ready, come onto your elbows or take your arms straight out in front of you, laying all the way down if you'd like. Let the whole body relax down. Again, finding that gentle movement left and right, feeling that nice big stretch through the hip, through the groin. Notice where you feel it. And go ahead and walk those hands back up. We're gonna send that left leg back to meet the right. And we're gonna make our way all the way into a seated position. Go ahead and extend the legs out straight in front of you. Sit up nice and tall. Find your sits bones. And inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Look towards your thumbs. Exhale, fold forward. Reach for your toes. You can use a strap here. You can take hold of your toes, your ankles, whichever feels good. If you want to move your feet apart a little bit, if you want to create a little bit more space for the body in between the legs, you can definitely do so. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. And slowly start to walk your hands all the way back up. We're going to end just how we started. Go ahead and crisscross those legs, coming back into a seated position, and find your sits bones. We're going to take the arms up overhead, take hold of the left wrist, and start to draw it towards the right side, finding that opening through the left side body. And go ahead and take hold of the right wrist and bring it all the way over towards the left side, opening up that right side body. Inhale, come back to center, bend the elbows, take a gentle back bend here. Inhale, back up straight, and exhale, fold over those crisscrossed legs, giving the hips one more big stretch. Finding lots of rocks and fluid movements today, lots of organic movement for the body. Start to walk the hands back up to your legs and switch those legs so that whichever foot was in front, the other one is now. And inhale, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, dive forward. Hands come down to the mat. Start to walk them forward. Find that little sway left and right. And start to walk the hands back up. Good, yogis. Let's take this next moment to sit nice and tall, to feel the strength in our back and in our legs, and finally to feel the strength in our lungs. I want you to bring one hand to your heart and one to your stomach, and begin to feel that rise and fall of your chest, of your belly. Drawing cool air in and letting warm air out. You can close your eyes here if you'd like. And we'll end today's practice with just a moment of gratitude for something absolutely ordinary. My go-to is the sun shining. It's something we experience every day. The sun comes up. And yet, I don't know if I'll ever stop being grateful for it. Find your one thing today. On your next inhale, you can let your eyes flutter open. And as always, it is an honor and a joy. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you for sharing this practice with me, and I will see you very soon. Bye. Have a good day.